Good morning. This arrived today in a box, R30006, and I've never had a model arrive in one of these before, so let's take it out. And here we go. It's a Hornby Terrier, A1 class Terrier. The number is R30006. And let's see what we've got. It's nicely wrapped up, I'll say that, and obviously you push it out. There we go. And there we go in its wrapping. Pull it out. And there we go, there's our Terrier locomotive. Obviously we've got the normal instructions, like it's in the box. Isn't it just like Christmas? And it looks like we've got some small couplings. Anyway, let's give it a run and see how it goes. Thank you. Good morning. This is Hornby R30006 British Railways Terrier, number 32646, and it cost me £73, round it up, £73 as of March 2023 from TMC. I just wanted a terrier to replace my broken one, which I've got. Little was I to know that loads of people on social media would come up with service sheets and engines for me, but I wasn't to notice at the time. I wanted a replacement. Anyway, back to this. I've put no coal and crew in it because I want to make sure it runs correctly before I do this. So let's get this show on the road and we'll see how this locomotive runs. And thank you for watching. Alright, the first thing we'll do is the Insull frog points test. These are all Insull frog points, and I'm running them through at a sensible speed. Small locos only stop on Insull frog points if they're not level. When you look at this, this is nice and slow. No problem whatsoever, straight through. I'll do it again just to show you we're not in bumblebee land and I haven't got lucky. There was a little clunk on that first point, which suggests to me that the back-to-backs might not be quite as we would like them to be. But I've just got this out the box. This is out the box how it runs. And I would say that's pretty good when I haven't even checked the back-to-backs, so there's no problem there, nor with my points. Okay, well here we are going through the worst part of my track, which is a radius 2 curve point. Here you go. It's not going to be hard for this. I do believe these will do radius 1, so this is going to be a walk in the park, straight through, into the toe of the point. This was never going to be a problem for this small locomotive. Right, this is the worst part of my track. Radius 2 set track, radius 2 curve point, radius 2 curve point, radius 2 curve point, radius 2 set track and a Y point. I don't envisage this locomotive having any problems with this. Very short wheelbase. If it stops, it's because the points aren't level or there's something wrong with them, and this should not be a problem. And as I say, all those that say you can't run 060s over Insull frog points, well there you go, right in front of your eyes. If your track's, I keep saying to people, if your track's level, you can run anything over anything to a degree. And that's not taking into account the tightness of bends, that is just what a loco will do, it will do. I've said before, this was done with the computer program. They only tell you what can fit into a space. If I was only running 060 locomotives, then I would probably say that Scarm is absolutely wonderful and fitted all this into a space. However, I do not. But you can see this locomotive, all insel frog points. And this is slow, this is stupid slow, but I'm just doing it. Probably speed 3 digital, and you can see this runs really well. I'm going to do this again because I can't believe it is this good. This would be speed 3 in digital, and this is analog locomotive. Maybe forward I think it's slightly faster than reverse. A little bit jerky in places, but this is stupid speed. I would say the reason it's jerky is not the loco, but my track, dirty track. I know it's all level because I go over it, but you can see you're not going to run it in at this speed, I suggest. You know what, it's stopped there. I bet that's because my track is dirty. And I'm the first to admit it. There we go, let's go again. Yeah, dirty track. It's not the loco. Huh. But I'll show everything on my reviews here. We'll do this backwards. I wondered why it stopped there. A loco stops on a straight. If it goes round bends like this, you know your track's dirty. But you can see this runs absolutely. I can't believe straight out the box a small loco can run like this, but it has. You can see it with your own eyes, and you also can see I've got dirty track. What I'm going to do is stop the video and clean my. Actually, I can leave it running. Why not? Let's clean my track and see if it is. It's not going to take more than 2 minutes. I'm sure you've got 2 minutes. Let's clean this track and have a look. Bring it back in so by the time it gets here, yeah, that is filthy. God, that is black. And there we go. You can see with your own eyes. I was going to stop the video, but it takes a second. And you can see it's not luck, so I say again, all those that say to you, you can't run small locomotives over insel frog points. You've got to spend money on stay-alive capacitors. No, you just need to have clean track, and I've just shown you there in the siding. Clean track, level points. And we're all happy. Thank you for watching. This is the Peco 3-way insel frog points test. I'm running it at what I suggest are slower speeds than you probably will run the loco at. Still going to do it. I'll go over it again to show this is not luck. And that is stupid slow. That's crawl. That's stupid slow. And we'll put it on the inner part. And I'm going as slow as I possibly can without it stopping. I mean, that is stupid slow, but I'm doing it to show there's nothing wrong with this point. And you can see here, go again. And I'll run it at what you would probably run it in at on your model railway, which is probably that speed. and you can see that's absolutely fine. And we'll move it into the centre. Run it out at slow speed. And remember, we're going over 2 insel frogs here. I'm going to do it again. Now if it stops, I won't be surprised. Yes, I need a bit more power there. And I'm running this really slowly. I'll run it in now what you would run it in at a normal speed, which is probably that. And you can see everything that they say on social media about these points not being any good. Well, judge for yourselves. And there we go. So this loco is absolutely fantastic. In my opinion, a real winner from Hornby that runs really well. I'm just doing a couple of little videos of it running. I'll do a proper video of it running when I put men in it and cold, but just to show you that the loco is fine for what it does. I've put coal in this locomotive and a driver, and it's pulling the water tank and the brake van from the Bachmann military manoeuvres set, and the wall flat bogie flat wagon Bachmann 38726, which contains a Cromwell tank. This is coming into the worst part of my track. We're into a radius 2 curve point, into a radius 2, as you would expect. It's a doddle. This locomotive in real life was built in Brighton in 1877. It was originally at 46 Newington and was based at Battersea in South London. In 1902 it became 646 after being sold to the London and South Western Railway, the LSWR, for £500 with 574,000 miles on the clock. In 1913 this locomotive was rented out from the LSWR for 15 shillings a day with an option to purchase for £900. The locomotive was rented out to the Isle of Wight Central Railway and they purchased the engine for £900 in 1917. In 1949, after years of service, this locomotive was one of the last 2 Terriers to leave the Isle of Wight.